Hi, my name is Niall Bruce. I'm a fourth year accountancy student at the University of Dundee. And a big change that has happened recently at university is the introduction of online lectures due to coronavirus. And I personally, at the beginning, found these incredibly difficult to focus in due to the fact that we're not at a live lecture and we're not having someone speaking to us directly. However, recently I've come up with 3 things that help me to focus in online lectures. The first of these things is the Forest app, which I've mentioned in a previous video, which I'll link in the description. But this allows you to basically put a timer on your phone where you grow a plant, and if you go off the app, the Forest app, then your plant dies. And this pretty much means that you are completely removing the distraction of your phone during your lectures. So I just set my Forest app going for an hour. That tends to be the length of my lectures, and that prevents me from going on my phone for that full hour. I've got my full concentration on my lecture, and I don't have to have like constant notifications coming in or just constant distractions of like being able to go on my phone, because my plant would die and I don't want that to happen. And that is a very useful tool for me. The second thing I use to help me focus in lectures is just constantly thinking of questions to ask. And it sounds very simple, but if you are constantly engaging with the lecture and making sure that you've got a question to ask your lecturer at the end or during the lecture, then you're just going to be staying so much more engaged, because subconsciously you're going to want that question to be a good question so that you're sounding like smart to your lecturer. And as long as you're paying attention, then you're going to be able to come up with a good question to ask. And so I challenge myself to try and ask a question a lecture, or at least think of a question that would be good to ask. And that way I'm just more engaged and more focused. The last of the things I do to stay focused in online lectures is making sure that I'm just constantly taking notes. A lot of the notes are online right now because obviously we've got online lectures, so you can just download the notes after, and therefore a lot of people aren't taking notes during the lecture. Whereas I think it is imperative that you do, because if you're constantly taking your notes throughout the lecture, then you're constantly regurgitating the information and keeping yourself focused because you're just writing alongside it. And if you're just waiting till after to download the notes, then chances are you're not going to be listening during and you're just waiting to get them at the end. It's also important that you make notes in your own words so that you are actually understanding the information rather than just writing down what you're being told. And if you can change it into your own words, then that shows that you can describe it to someone else, and also you can use that information in an essay because you're not using plagiarism. So it's very good to make notes during your lectures, even though you can just download them after. The main takeaway from this video is that there are so many more distractions in the home than there are when you're in a live lecture, and you need to make sure that you are staying focused on your lectures so that you are getting the best out of this year at university no matter what. If you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate a like and a subscription, and any thoughts in the comments below would be much appreciated, and thanks very much for watching.